May I now request Mr. Fadli Zon, Member of Parliament of Indonesia, to give us his perspective.
Excellency Speaker of Lok Sabha, Excellency President of the IPU, Excellency Speakers of the Parliament of the G20 countries, Honorable Members of Parliaments of the G20 countries, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us all. Namaste. It is an honor to join the discussion on live campaign under India's G20 presidency. And as we are concerned about the natural disasters that have caused significant impacts to our environment, let us not forget about the man-made disasters, which also caused severe impacts to our humanity and hampered our global goals 2030 for achieving a sustainable and inclusive world for all, as we all dream about. Because there will be no world peace until everyone is living in a peace, and that is in Palestine. What happened today in Palestine is the result of the silence of international community and the United Nations, coupled with the constant oppression by Israel. To this end, the world must end double standards and hypocrisy in assessing the conflicts in Palestine. And it's shame to see that in other parts of the world, those who fight for freedoms in their own lands are called freedom fighters, while in Palestine they are fighting for their lands and justice, but the world labels as terrorists. The world must urge Israel to end its occupation and blockade, worsening today as they cut electricity, water, food, and all critical access to the people in Palestine, especially those who depend on electricity in the hospital, the babies at the incubator, and many others. This is indeed a crime against humanity and must be stopped. In this regard, safe humanitarian access must be prioritized urgently and without any delay. Distinguished delegates, regarding the discussion on environment, the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia has enacted law on environmental protection and management, which becomes the foundation for managing our environment. As the largest archipelagic country in the world, Indonesia is proud to have abundance of all natural resources at both our land and sea. Our constitution mandated that all these potentials are meant for improving people's lives and welfare. All efforts must be in line with the commitments to safeguard natural resources, and most importantly, it must be socially inclusive. We also continue to promote a green economy-based development in all national efforts to achieve SDGs. To accelerate the energy transition, Indonesia is already phasing out fossil fuel subsidies and piloting carbon markets. While in terms of the legislation, the House is currently on the deliberation of the new and renewable energy bills as one of the national legislation priorities. I also want to reiterate that commitments to multilateralism and international cooperation is critical to foster sustainable use of global natural resources and to mitigate environmental damage. The G20, as both major producers and consumers of energy, could act as a bridge for developing and developed countries to accelerate energy transition process and to strengthen global energy system that is just and sustainable with a global agreement. With only 7 years left to meet the SDGs targets, let us strengthen our efforts on the protection of our planet through an enhanced cooperation and stronger political commitment. Thank you.